You're not here by accident. You click this because deep down, you know something's missing. You train hard, you watch highlights, you practice moves, but in games, you disappear. You get tracked, you get shut down. And worst of all, you're not the player your team needs you to be. But here's what most don't tell you. Being a great winger isn't about flair. It's not about stepovers or TikTok tricks. It's about timing, movement, and control. And right now, you're being lied to. Because the advice most coaches give, stay wide, cross more, be faster, is outdated. It keeps you stuck, predictable, replaceable. But today, that changes. Because I'm showing you the 3 hidden skills that turn average wingers into game changers. Not just for 20 minutes, but every single match. And if you're a defender, striker, or midfielder watching this, don't click away. These principles apply to every position. But if you play on the wing, this video could change your career. The real job of a winger isn't dribbling, it's disappearing. Most wingers think their job is to hug the touchline, dribble at defenders, cross the ball. Wrong. The real job of a modern winger? To manipulate space before anyone sees it coming. Because defenders don't fear the guy who stays wide and waits. They fear the one who vanishes, then appears behind them like a ghost. And that starts with off-the-ball movement no one talks about. You don't become dangerous when you have the ball. You become dangerous before you get it. So stop waiting, start moving. Here are 3 elite level runs you need to master, starting today. The blind run, attack the unseen. Defenders can't defend what they can't see. A blind run happens when you sprint behind the fullback while he's focused on the ball, outside his field of vision. Timing is everything. Make it too early, he tracks you. Too late, no space. The sweet spot? When the defense is disorganized, after a turnover, during a counter. That split second when the fullback turns to track the ball, you go. No signal, no call, just explosion. Train it like this. Set up a 3 versus 2 transition drill. Start wide, jog back slightly. When the ball switches, burst behind, finish first time. Do this weekly. Soon, your brain will feel when the moment is right. And when it hits, you'll be gone. Ghosting. Be invisible until it matters. Average wingers show up in the box too early. They stand there, wait, get marked out. Elite wingers do the opposite. They ghost in. You stay deep, out of sight, almost look disinterested. Then, when the defense thinks the danger has passed, you appear in the perfect pocket. Think Salah, think Vinicius Jr. They don't rush in, they wait, then strike. How to train it. Next time you play, set a rule. I won't enter the final third until the ball is inside the 18. Force yourself to delay. Let the play develop. Then make your move. Late, sharp, deadly. This one habit alone will double your goal involvement, because defenders forget you exist until you score. Bait and run, trick him into losing you. This is psychological warfare. You fake a short drop-off, like you're coming back to receive. The defender steps forward to cut the pass. Now, spin and burn. He's committed, you're free. Simple, brutal, effective. Key, sell the fake. Look at the ball, open your body, take a soft step toward your teammate, then explode past him before he resets. Use this when the fullback likes to press, your midfielder is holding the ball under pressure, there's space behind. Once you master this, you'll beat tight marking without even touching the ball. Dribbling isn't about moves, it's about moments. You can know 10 step-overs. You can pull off the elastico in practice. You can even freestyle with your friends for hours. But when the whistle blows and the defender comes at you, you freeze. Why? Because dribbling in games isn't about how many moves you know, it's about when you use them. And that changes everything. Most players train dribbling like it's a performance, repeating tricks in open space, no pressure, no consequence. But real 1 versus 1s don't happen in silence. They happen in chaos, with defenders sprinting, with teammates shouting, with your heart pounding. So if your moves only work in calm, controlled drills, they won't survive the storm. The truth is, great dribblers don't win with flair, they win with timing. They wait for the exact moment when the defender leans, hesitates, or overcommits, then they strike. In that moment, it lasts less than a second. Miss it, you're blocked. Waste a fake too early, you've tipped him off. But hit it perfectly, you're through. So stop chasing flashy tricks. Start mastering the rhythm of the real game. Pick 3 moves, then own them. You don't need 50 moves, you just need 3 that fit your style and work under fire. Ask yourself, are you fast? Master the sharp cut plus ball push. Drop your shoulder, explode into space, keep the ball close. Are you technical and low to the ground? Lock in the L cut and soul roll. Trap, turn, escape, all in one motion. Are you strong and physical? Use the body feint plus shield. Fake one way, absorb contact, spin past. Now drill them, not just as isolated skills, but as weapons in context. Train like you play or don't bother. Here's where most fail. They practice alone. No pressure, no stakes, just ball, cones, and ego. That doesn't build game dribbling, it builds false confidence. To make your moves real, you must simulate pressure, decision-making, and fear. Do this. Checkmark. Phase 1, static mastery. Practice each move slowly. Barefoot, on concrete, feel every touch, every weight shift, every fake. Build muscle memory so deep your foot knows what to do blindfolded. Phase 2, movement under control. Add pace. Dribble at 50%, then 80%. Use sharp cuts in different directions. Mimic real situations, coming off the wing, turning from back to goal, facing up in the final third. Phase 3, pressure simulation. This is non-negotiable. Weave through cones like defenders are closing in, or better, play 1 versus 1 or 2 versus 2 small-sided games. No time to think, no room to hide, just instinct. Even better, challenge a friend after training. Losers buy lunch. Suddenly your brain treats it like a real match. The final step, apply it live. You'll hesitate the first few times, maybe get tackled, maybe hear someone shout, "Pass it!" Good, because the only way to make a move yours is to use it when it matters. Every time you try it in a real game, even if it fails, you rewire your brain. You teach it. This move is safe. This move works. And after 5 attempts, 10, 20, it stops being a move, it becomes a reflex. You don't think, should I cut inside? You feel the defender lean and you go. That's when you've arrived. Not because you copied Neymar, but because you found your rhythm. And in that perfect moment, when the defender blinks, when the gap opens, when the crowd holds its breath, you don't hesitate, you act. Because now, you don't just dribble, you hunt. 3. Speed isn't just legs, it's mechanics. You don't need to be the fastest player on the pitch to beat the fastest defender. Because real speed, game-changing 1 versus 1 winning speed, doesn't come from your legs alone. It comes from how your body works as one unit. Most wingers think speed is just sprinting drills and plyometrics. So they run sprints, they do box jumps, they chase faster times. But then in games, they still get beaten off the mark. They push the ball too far ahead. They lose balance in tight turns. Why? Because raw sprint speed does not equal game speed. What wins races isn't how fast you can run, it's how quickly you explode into motion when it matters. And that depends on one thing, running mechanics. Not flash, not genetics, technique. Because if your form is broken, every step leaks power. Your foot lands wrong, your hips drop, your glutes shut off. And suddenly, you're slower than someone technically slower than you. The good news? This isn't fixed by running more. It's fixed by rebuilding your foundation. The hidden system. Feet plus glutes equals explosiveness. Forget isolated muscle training. Elite acceleration comes from 2 parts working together. Feet, your point of contact with the ground. Every push-off starts here. Weak ankles or poor foot strike equals lost power. Glutes, your engine. They stabilize your pelvis, control stride length, and drive force into the ground. If they're inactive, common in desk-sitting players, your sprint collapses. But here's the secret. These 2 aren't separate. They're connected through fascia, a web of tissue that links your entire posterior chain. When your foot pushes off, the signal travels up through the fascia to fire your glutes. When your glutes contract, they anchor your pelvis so your foot can push harder. Break that connection, you move like a car with flat tires. Wobbly, slow, inefficient. Fix it, you become explosive, balanced, unstoppable off the mark. How to fix your mechanics in 10 minutes a day. You don't need a gym, you don't need fancy gear, just consistency. Do this daily. 1. Barefoot activation, 2 minutes. Stand barefoot on grass or concrete. Roll your feet slowly, front to back, side to side. Then, lift toes, press heels down. Lift heels, balance on balls of feet. Wiggle toes aggressively. Why? Wakes up nerve endings, improves ground feel, sharpens first step awareness. 2. Glute bridges, 3 sets of 15. Lie on your back, knees bent, feet flat. Squeeze glutes to lift hips until body forms a straight line. Hold for 1 second at the top. Lower slowly. Pro tip, squeeze a towel between your knees to activate inner glutes and hamstrings. 3. Lateral band walks, 20 steps each way. Place a resistance band above your knees. Bend slightly at the knees. Step sideways. Low, controlled, powerful. Keep toes pointed forward. Builds hip stability and fires glutes before sprinting. 4. Short sprint drills, 6 times 10 meters. Focus on form, not speed. Drive knees high. Land on the ball of your foot, under your body, not ahead. Keep torso tall, arms driving hard. After each sprint, walk back and reset. Do these barefoot or in minimal shoes to reinforce clean mechanics. Why this works in real games. Once your body learns to fire correctly, you accelerate faster off the mark. You cut sharply without losing balance. You recover quicker after a turn. You stay upright under pressure. And best of all, you don't tire as fast, because efficient movement burns less energy. That means in the 85th minute, when the fullback is gassed, you're still exploding past him. Speed is built, not born. You don't need elite genes. You don't need more track sessions. You just need better mechanics. Train the system, not just the symptom. Reconnect your feet to your power. Turn wasted motion into pure explosion. Because the fastest player isn't always the one with the longest legs. It's the one who starts moving first. And that player can be you. Weak foot mastery, the secret weapon. A one-footed winger is predictable. A two-footed winger, unstoppable. You can cut inside from either side, cross with both feet, receive under pressure without turning. But most players train their weak foot wrong. They just kick the ball mindlessly against a wall. Here's the fix. Trick your brain. Start barefoot. Feel the ball with your strong foot. Notice the balance, the pressure, the texture. Then switch. On your weak foot, pretend it's your strong one. Same posture, same confidence, same intent. Your brain doesn't care which foot it is, it cares about pattern recognition. Do this daily. 50 weak foot touches against a wall. Focus on clean contact, not power. Visualize scoring, crossing, turning. In 3 weeks, your weak foot won't feel weak. It'll feel like yours. Being a winger isn't about staying wide. It's about controlling when, where, and how you appear. The best aren't the flashiest. They're the ones who move before the ball arrives, dribble only when it matters, run with perfect mechanics, use both feet like weapons, and none of this requires superhuman talent. Just discipline, timing, and courage. So stop waiting for permission. Stop copying highlight reels. Start mastering the invisible skills. Because the next time you're on the wing, you won't just play the game, you'll dictate it. Tell me in the comments, which of these 3 runs are you using first? Blind run, ghosting, bait and run. I read every reply. Subscribe if you want more real football mastery. No fluff, no hype, just what actually works.